First off, you're the case agent, a GS-13 pay grade. You got to get approval from your supervisor, who's then going to go to his supervisor, who's a 15, who then is going to go to the head of the office, who's technically the number is 16, but it's called the SAC, Special Agent in Charge. And then what does he do? He says, craft all the paperwork. We send it to Washington, D.C. We have a whole unit that reviews the paperwork as why it is better in the community to release this small amount of drugs for the betterment of the community. And then it goes all the way to the Attorney General's office.
For a packet of Sweet and Low.
Exactly. Why? Because the perception is that technically you've violated the law releasing cocaine to some guy on the street. So my point is the checks and balances. Now, real quick, Google that ATF and that operation that they did where they were sending guns to Mexico. I forget the name of the operation. Fast and Furious, I think it was.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
It was Operation Fast and Furious or whatever.
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now. So Fast and Furious. I need the operation, though, not the fucking...
Well, it's not the Vin Diesel movie.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah. But
ATF gun walking scandal, I'll read the quick thing, was a tactic used by the Arizona U.S. Attorney's General Office. Oh, wait, no, this is not. Gun walking or letting guns walk was a tactic used by the Arizona U.S. Attorney General's Office and the Arizona Field Office of the United States Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, which ran a series of sting operations between 2006 and 2011 in the Tucson and Phoenix area where the ATF, quote, purposely allowed licensed firearm dealers to sell weapons to illegal straw buyers, hoping to track the guns to Mexican cartel leaders and arrest them, unquote.
I see the thought process.
Yes, I do too.
I see that's the equivalent of us releasing that small gram of cocaine.
Right.
However,
then little Mary dies by one of the guns, and you know.
Well, it's more than that because those guns ultimately made their way to cartel members.
Right.
It's not a consumable product. It's a daily use product.
It's a utility.
Yeah, exactly. It can be used all the time. I understand why they did it. I understand how they did it. I understand how they got permissions. However, had I been on the receiving end of do we grant permission of this and that, I wouldn't have been thinking about the moment. I would have been thinking about the moment several years ago when all of this is exposed and thinking, how many people died because of the guns that we provided? Because they go to cartel members. They're whacking people left and right in Mexico. I don't know the numbers. I haven't studied the case. I had the general specifics of it. But whoever made the final decision on that and didn't think right, they didn't think of the long-term repercussions. And I'm surprised it made it all the way up that far. Because when you think about it, you know, you're releasing guns to the cartel members.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? You know, that's like... What could possibly go
I mean,
wrong?
It's a symbolism thing, though, more than anything. And what I mean by that is, if I just wanted to look at this logically, you know they're getting their hands on guns anyway, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So they're going to kill anyway. But the fact that a gun with serial number A10574, which could be traced back to the store that they allowed this to happen and happened to kill little innocent Mary over here because Sicario Jose got pissed off or whatever, now it's a news story, right? Whereas if Sicario Jose just killed her with, you know, his fucking 9mm that he already had, now it's just another day, right? So I get it, but... This is where I actually feel a little bad for the government sometimes when they're trying to do the right thing for the bigger picture, but they can't.
There wasn't corruption involved there. It was an operation that I don't know the overall results if the ends justified the means, but it definitely has the perception of this was not well thought out in the long run.
Yeah.
So real quick, the analogy that I gave to you about where that we release drugs in the community is a lot different than letting some Glock 9mm with an extended magazine, dozens and dozens or however many there were, get out. And because those are the same weapons that are being used against DEA agents and other agents that are overseas and serving in some of those foreign posts. And then why would we have done what we did with the drugs? Because ultimately we want the guy to say, yeah, I want to buy 100 kilograms of cocaine, and here's $2.5 million. We're going to wire it to you. We're going to put it in this suitcase and deliver it to you and on some clandestine airstrip in the remote areas of Arizona or whatever the case may be. And we seized the $2.5 million in cash. And buying 100 kilograms of cocaine is the same as possessing 100 kilograms of cocaine. It's the same, in essence, the same kind of penalties. And so that's just one way that we operated to take another major drug dealer off the street.
Thank you for watching the video, guys. Please hit that subscribe button and check out this clip's full podcast episode by clicking here or in the description below.